Hey guys, so welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing another video of makeup and mystery, which is the series where I talk about something that has been on my mind for a little bit and we're going to try and see if we can help solve it while I do my makeup. So let's get into it. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the case of Kristin Smart. Yes. And this is an unsolved case. Okay, so Kristin Smart, I think the biggest thing to state is that she has actually been declared legally dead. And I think that she got declared legally dead in 2002. And basically that just means she's been missing for so long and nobody has heard from her. We just are presuming she is dead. We don't actually have her body. Which is sad. Her body has never been recovered. And I don't think that Kristin Smart has any relationship to Elizabeth Smart, although that was the first thing I thought of when I saw Kristin Smart, was that she was related to Elizabeth Smart somehow. And then for some reason it clicked in my brain that I was like, that they're sisters or something like that, and I was like, this poor family has had 2 children kidnapped. But no, they're not. I don't believe that they are related. So, the story goes, Kristin Smart was a college student in college, and she was a relatively, family-oriented one, I guess you could say, because she was always calling her parents and checking with her parents and letting them know that she was okay. And on this particular day, it was Friday, and she had called her mother and told her mother that she had some big news to tell her, but she would tell her the next day. Unfortunately, she never got to know that because Kristin never called her. And of course her mother thought that maybe she had gotten her days mixed up because it was like a long holiday. So she was like, okay, maybe she'll call me on Monday instead of Saturday. And she did not end up calling her on Monday. And that is when her parents, obviously were a little skeptical, a little freaked out, and decided to call around to Kristin's friends and start trying to figure out if any of them had seen her. When her parents discovered that nobody had actually seen Kristin since the party, that, of course, freaked them out. As a parent, myself, I can see how and why that freaked them out. It would freak me out, too. And apparently, Kristin had gone to a frat party after talking to her mother. And this was a frat party that actually none of her other friends were able to go to due to the fact that they had to, study and stuff like that. And it's well documented and well known by Kristin's friends that Kristin was not a heavy drinker. But there is actually a sighting of Kristin later on the night that she disappeared, of her being so belligerently drunk that she was passed out in a yard. And there were some students that actually offered to take her back to her room. So there's this one student named Paul Flores who actually offered to take Kristin back to her dorm room. And we do not know what happened after that. There are many, many speculations and many theories, but most people believe that this student, Paul Flores, is the one who took her life, and he took her life sometime that night. The in my opinion, most widely believed theory is going to be the one where they think that the most widely believed theory is that she was so drunk and that Paul Flores had thought that maybe he could, rape her, basically. And he had tried to, but maybe she kind of, came to and realized what was going on and threatened him, or maybe she fought back. Because when you're drunk like that, I feel like in a situation, there is a possibility for you to be able to sober up in realizing something like this, but maybe not, because I know that in some cases that actually has not happened, and it is sad. But there is a possibility that she threatened him, threatened to tell, the campus police or something like that, and that was when he lost it, because apparently there is evidence of Paul Flores being a more, let's say, I guess, spoiled kid to society. Kind of like got in trouble and it was always swept under the rug type thing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, there is that as a possibility, and basically, the more further we get into this case, is going to be a little weird and a little, like, evident, I guess you could say. So apparently, Paul Flores' mother was renting out a home, even though she owned a home with Paul's dad, and she was also owned this home, and she was renting it out. And apparently, also was living in it at the time of Kristin Smart's disappearance. And there was a neighbor across the street who came forward a week later after seeing Paul's picture on TV, stating that he had seen Paul and another friend burying something in the yard and covered it with concrete. And he had never actually seen Paul before, so he was kind of like, why are these two people digging a hole and burying something in this lady's yard? So, I'm trying to think. They get the search to search the yard, and they have not found Kristin Smart's body. Even to this day, they have not found Kristin Smart's body. But it's very strongly believed that she is buried under the house that his mom used to own in the concrete, because apparently Paul Flores or his dad or somebody had told people that she was wrapped in a rug and then buried under concrete. And they even had cadaver dogs searching the property and were not able to determine anything, but they were able to determine, like, they didn't react to human remains, but they reacted to this, like, flower bed that had concrete on it. But the reason that they couldn't have reacted to, that they might not have reacted to remains, was because of the concrete. So what's really also skeptical about the whole case is that apparently they had found an earring that had dried blood on it. And it supposedly belonged to Kristin Smart, but we're not able to confirm it because the police lost the evidence of the earring. Which a lot of people are really upset about, because it's kind of like that was evidence that could have finally linked and put this case to bed, because you can't find her body. So a lot of people are extremely upset about this, and I feel like if anybody has a right to be upset, it should be her family, because of the fact that it is their daughter that went missing. But the police really botched this case, and that's something that, like, I'm finding with a lot of, you know, cases like this, is that police really seem to botch cases. Like with the John Bennett Ramsey case, I believe that case was extremely botched by the police. And I mean, even nowadays, we have police that botch shit. Like, so bad. And it's kind of like, you know, shut up and do your job, basically. Like, that they really should just do their jobs. And there are some police officers that are nice and they do their jobs and yada 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 yada. Does the first chicken have a big beak? Well, not really. Does the second chicken have a big beak? And it's kind of sad that, like, there's very few and very far in between police officers that actually give a shit, pretty much, to say. There's more, I guess what I'm trying to say, corrupted cops than there is good cops. And that is the truth. So, my question is, I feel like all evidence points to the fact that she is definitely in the house that his mother used to rent out, because it said that at the time that Kristin Smart disappeared, his mother was actually living in this yard, in this property, and then she started renting it out. So I believe that yes, she's definitely buried there, definitely. So what's weird, like, this is actually what's crazy, is that because the police could not get Paul Flores, Kristin Smart's family decided to sue the Flores' family for wrongful death of their daughter. The case ended up getting dismissed, but then the Flores family ended up suing the Smart family for like emotional distress, and it's kind of like everything points to the fact that your son killed this girl. And Kristin Smart was like really, really tall, like 6 feet. And I think that another important part to remember about this case is that the neighbor that actually saw Paul Flores burying something in that yard the night of Kristin Smart's disappearance said that the thing that they were burying was between 7 and 8 feet, and it took the two people there. He could not identify, from what I found, the other person. I believe it was Paul's dad, though, that was there also. And he could not, one person couldn't lift it. It had to be 2 people, which, if it was Kristin Smart's body, which is what is more widely believed, that would make sense since she's 6 foot tall. So, I guess, my question to everybody is, what do you think happened to Kristin Smart? Because I believe that she was murdered by Paul Flores. I think that he did attempt to rape her that night because he saw how drunk she was. And I think that his parents helped, are continuing, actually, to help him cover it up. Which, I mean, I have serious problems with parents that do this. Because, yes, I understand protecting your child. But, I mean, I feel like Kristin's family obviously has a right to know what happened to their daughter, even if she is dead and your son did it. Because, I mean, the way I see it, you failed as a parent with raising your child when your child becomes a murderer like this. And then you're failing your child even more by allowing them to get away with it. And covering it up. You're failing as a parent. You're failing your child. That is personally my belief. Not everybody believes this, obviously. So don't come at me, because that is my personal belief. And again, my personal belief is I think he did kill her. And I think that she is buried underneath the flower bed. I wish that the police were able to get him, but it's just been so botched. I don't actually think that they'll be able to arrest Paul for her death unless they are able to find some kind of evidence, which I don't think that they're ever going to find the evidence. So basically what it's going to take is somebody fessing up who knows something, which that somebody who would fess up to know something would have to be somebody in Paul's family. So it would have to be somebody in Paul's family to fess up and stating it. And if it was Paul's father that helped him out, who knows, maybe he'll be on a deathbed or something like that and he'll admit to what happened, or maybe Paul will be, or whatever, and we'll be able to find her body or something. Although doubtful. I hope you guys can't hear it, but Mickey Mouse is in the background. I think this pen is finally dying. Nope, I was wrong. it's still very much alive. I was testing out some other eyeliners, so please excuse that. So, I want to know what you guys think happened to Kristin's mark. I think it is mostly well known that Paul Flores is the #1 suspect in her murder, and I think it is more well believed about Paul Flores being the one that killed her. Even though we have not found her body, I think that that is an important thing to state, is that we have not found her body. So even though she is declared legally dead, she could literally pop up one day and be like, hey, I was alive this whole time and I just ran away. And if that happens, which I don't think it will, because again, I believe she is dead and I think she was murdered, I feel like everybody's going to owe the Flores' family an apology, but at the same time, it's kind of like, if you were innocent, why were you acting so suspicious? That's my question. If you're innocent and you have nothing to hide, why are you acting so suspicious? I would do absolutely anything for my children, but at the same time, I don't protect Kai and Jackson from things that they do. Well, Jackson doesn't do anything. He's a baby. But if Kai does something bad, such as biting or hurting somebody, because Kai is very, very well known to throw things at his brother, and yes, he gets punished for it. You can't protect your child from everything. You can't coddle your child from everything. Like, your child, if he makes mistakes, you need to let him own up to it. And that's actually something that my parents are very, very guilty of, is that they always have been, like, defending my brothers. But they sold me to the wolves, assholes. So that's one thing, is that I even have personal experience with my parents protecting my brothers. And I've actually talked to my parents about it. So I have firsthand experience knowing about that. And I don't want to be a mom like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. Anyway, I'm so excited for it to be my birth month. Just saying. I'm so excited to get all the makeup I am planning to get. Literally, Sephora has their sale tomorrow. I am rouge, so I am buying some makeup. I don't think I'm gonna buy too much, if I'm being honest. At least from Sephora, because I've found that it's so easy to spend a ton of money at Sephora. I'm hoping the Bridgerton collection is out. The new Pat McGrath palette, because I do want that. I do want that. The new Bridgerton one. I don't like Pat McGrath's Blitz Astral Quads, I'm not gonna lie. They're very underwhelming in my opinion. But, I don't know. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed and had fun talking about Kristin Smart, and I hope if anybody has any kind of lead to give, they will give it to the family and help this family find closure, because they deserve it. Let's just be honest, they do deserve it. Don't stick the brush up your fucking mouth. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. So, like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. All that social media great stuff. Yes, Kai. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, comment down below. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.